Now let's file into an existing case and also use eServe. And I'll just say up front, I'm a bit of a geek. I get really excited about eServe. I think it's really great. All right, so I want to file some documents into an existing case. It's the same procedure, that 1, 2, 3, answer some questions, attach some documents, electronically submit everything. The difference being is I need to tell the court what case I'm filing into, right? So click here to start. Select the court I want to file into. But instead of selecting the first choice, I'm going to select that I'm filing into an existing case. And now I'm going to go ahead and put in my case number. Now, if it turns out you enter a number that is not a valid case number, we will, of course, stop you and say eServe, or the court, I should say, doesn't have this case number, right? So try again, basically. I click Next. It's letting me proceed right away because, like I said, I've already been verified, so there's no issue there. And I'm going to go ahead and create my, what I like to call a subsequent filing, into an existing case. Okay. All right. So it brings me from the court for that case number the name of the case, basically the party for whom this is about. I click Next. Okay. Conservatorship. Okay. I'm filing into this case. I may or may not have filed before, so there are 3 options here. 1, I've already filed an appearance in this matter, or maybe I was appointed by the court in this matter, in which case I also don't have to file an appearance. The third is, this is actually my first time that I'm going to be filing in this case, so I will file an appearance with this filing, and then go ahead and attach your appearance. But I'm going to say that, nope, I've already filed. And so, as you saw before, tell us what it is you want to file. And for this one, I really just need to file a conservator's report. Okay. Click Next. That's it. I'm done. There's a couple of clicks. There's the placeholder for my 1 document. Let's go ahead and attach it because I've already prepared it. Notice that in this filing scenario, at least at this moment, there are no fees that are being assessed, so there's not going to be any payment. So that's it. I'm done. I'm going to click Submit. It shows filing pending. Let me just quickly refresh. There you go. It's been delivered to the court. And this is a lot of what you'll be doing, filing into existing cases, right? Put the case number in. Here's the document or documents I'm wanting to file. Attach them. Click Submit. You're done. Okay. So that's filing into an existing case. So it's just a matter, again, of what it is you're filing. And if there are any other requirements or fees, then, like I said, follow along on screen with what's presented to you, and you shouldn't go wrong. So now I'm going to do that again, exact same thing, but this time, instead of just electronically filing, I'm going to file, but I'm also going to use eServe, right? Because I don't want to have to physically make copies and put them in envelopes and address them or get somebody else to do that, whatever that effort is to serve all the parties. I just don't want to do that anymore. So I'm going to use eServe. All right. So this is me just creating another filing. Got another report to file. Okay, so everything that we just saw, what I want to bring your attention to now is the upper left side, upper left corner here. File electronically, that's what we've been doing all along. But when you are filing into an existing case, you have another choice, and that's eFile and eServe. I'll go ahead and click on that choice. And so instead of having a submit button, there's one extra step that I'll go through for eService. I'll click next. And what's going to happen is I need to tell the system who is going to be eServed. Okay? So we know from the court all the parties that are on this case. They've told us who all the parties are that we're aware of, that they're aware of. Anybody who is a party to the case that TurboCourt already is aware of, we have their email address. So we pre-populate all of their names and their email addresses for you. Here's what's going to happen when you do eService. When I submit this filing and it goes from status completed to delivered, anybody that is in this eService recipient list via email will be immediately emailed. In that email will be a link to the document or documents you just filed. They can open that and view your documents. They have been served. You have met your obligation for service. We can track that that email was received by them. We have a report that you have that will be immediately filed with the court. You don't even have to do anything. That says, I have proof of service. These are the folks that I just eServed. There's literally nothing more you need to do. I'll actually show you a little bit of how this works. There will be times when there are parties in the case that we know about, because the court has told us, but TurboCourt does not yet have their email address. And if you want to eServe them, you'll see them in this second list here. And this is where you would type in their email address. Okay? You only have to do this one time. TurboCourt is going to remember this for you for any other filing on this case number. So next week when I go to file something else, all the eService recipients, they're already there and filled out for me, which is why when I just came to this screen, all of these emails were already filled out because I already have eServed on this case. Right? So I just do it once, and I only have to do it for the ones that TurboCourt doesn't have the email addresses for. And it's not just saved for you, it's saved for everybody in your firm that files on this case. If you've got multiple attorneys filing on the case, or you've got some paralegals and legal assistants that are filing on this case, it is a shared eService recipient list. TurboCourt says, oh, for that case number, we know all the people that need to be eServed. And it doesn't matter who in your firm is doing the filing. Okay? I'm also pointing this out to you because, as I said, even if you choose not to use this, chances are there are going to be others that do choose to use it where they're going to be eServing you. So you're going to be the one receiving that email with the link, the documents that they just filed, which you could then print or save to your drive. Okay? And if you need to add more people here, so to this additional eService recipients table, I'll just click Add New Recipient manually. Put in their name and their email address. The roles and comments column is optional. If you want to identify who this person is, you can, but that's just for your own internal tracking purposes. If I add this person manually like this, TurboCourt will save it. I won't have to remember to add them next week when I file more things. I won't have to remember to tell my legal assistant, oh, by the way, don't forget to eServe Jane. It's going to be there for her when she goes to file on this same case. So now when I click Submit, refresh my screen, it's been delivered, and all of those folks were just sent an email. So I have an eService tab now, because this particular filing I used eService on. When I click on that eService tab, it will show me everybody that just got sent an email. It shows me the date and time it was sent. The status for all of these is called pending, meaning they haven't yet opened the email, and that's okay. But if they do open that email, this particular status will change from pending to accepted. And it'll even show you the date and time that they opened that email. That is not your concern. They do not have to open that email. You've met your obligation for service. When you serve in paper, in an envelope, you have proof that you handed them the envelope. What they do with that envelope is not your concern. You've met your obligation. You've met your obligation now by having proof that you sent this email and they received it. The fact that it shows the request sent date and time is our technical way of knowing that their email server actually received that email and it's in their email box. Now again, whether they open it or not is up to them. So what I want to show you is in your list of documents, for this particular filing, all I filed was the conservator's report, and yet there's a new document there. TurboCourt generated this for you automatically and sent it to the court for you automatically. This is your certificate of mailing. Let me just make that a little larger for everybody. So we've got what was sent, whether it was one document or several documents, and all the folks that were just served. That just happened behind the scenes automatically for you. It's really nice. You should take a look at it. You know, I think I put myself as one of the recipients of that. Let me go to my email and show you. Perhaps not. Oh, yep, there it is. Great. So, I just eServed myself. You wouldn't normally do that. Imagine you got eServed. You'll see this email that says TurboCourt eService notification. When you click on it, it will tell you the case number and the case name the court was filed into, and it will show you the documents that were just filed that you just got eServed. So now I can click on these document links and open up all of those documents. And like I said, print them or save them to my hard drive. And this is the same thing that the folks that you eServe, this is what they'll receive. An email with the links to the documents you just filed. But again, whether or not I or they open the email is nobody's concern. We've got proof, we've served it, I've met my obligation.